No.
Now, there we go. And we are live.
Nope. That's a full kitchen queen. In case stuff goes down, except there's birds that get caught in that part up there, so that's man, it's hard fishing them out.
Put it there on top.
They fly in through the. There's a hole.
I know, that's where I'm saying put a vent.
Oh. Well, anyway, we have some cannabis infused dinner tonight, made by Miss JoJo Horse Chief and Alex DeRoy. I appreciate you guys. Way we know.
There you go. Snaps.
Snap.
Sorry, we're eating while doing a podcast with something you probably don't want to hear.
It's a total mukbang.
Yup.
Yeah.
Trisha Paytas, come at us. It's a total mukbang.
Man, this is really good.
It is, man. I'm just trying to savor every bite.
I'm just honking
I'm just
down.
shoveling it in my mouth.
What?
So.
I'm glad you like it.
Heck yeah, man.
Go for it. Oh, God.
So what goes into
I was going to say,
preparing something?
you want to explain what all we're eating?
So it's I use the how many friends meetings favorite recipes. There we go. And I did the meat gravy, but I used my grandma's meat gravy, but the first fry bread recipe in the book. And then I did an indigenous salad. It's arugula, parsley, strawberries, cherry tomatoes with a blueberry vinaigrette, and the blueberry vinaigrette's infused. That's what makes it infused salad.
Yeah.
The meat gravy's infused, and then indigenous rice that's infused that has parsley, cilantro, lime, and then the stuff that makes it infused. And the rice is indigenous too. I can't remember the name. It sounds like aborado or something, but it's fucking good.
That
Yeah.
rice is amazing.
Yeah.
And it's indigenous.
rice.
It's from like Michigan.
I could eat just like a bowl of the rice.
Yeah. So like I used.
She said the gravy's
Right?
infused. I'm like looking right at the gravy, like, you know what? Let's just add a little more
No,
gravy.
yeah.
And this rice
It's
right
soaked
here.
on the bottom. I hate transporting food, and like I need to get better things. Like I need to
Alright.
get myself like a catering thing.
That was our issue. That's why we asked. Like,
So I don't know if it's just pure in my head, but I already feel like a good little body high going. Is it too soon?
It's very fast.
It
It's
is
very
very
fast.
fast?
It
So,
is
the-
very fast.
The oil itself that we use is made by this woman that I met on set. Her name's Gertie, and she's just spent her entire life learning how to make like oils, butters,
Yeah.
all of that stuff, and a lot of it's gluten free and everything too that she tries to make. So we kind of just
Yeah.
So it took me like 2 weeks to figure out the portions because the first 2 weeks we
Oh,
were
we
just
just kept
passing
getting
out.
knocked
I just kept passing out. I was like,
Making blackout
I would
food,
make
you
us
can't
like
eat
a
it.
delicious bowl of ramen. I'd be like, guess what? It's infused. And he'd be like, oh hell.
and like 30 minutes later we both just be just out right where we're sitting too.
Wake up, eat more.
It was a lot of
But I figured out
experimenting.
the portions now to where we're gonna be okay.
So do you know about how much is in this?
No.
No? Okay.
I usually
was just curious.
We don't
I
even
don't
know how
know
much they
the
need in the oil.
yeah, she didn't tell me how many
Oh.
grams or how many THC, whatever. I'm not
Right.
very
It's
good
just
with
completely
like, the
handmade by
numbers.
old hippie. It's old hippie oil.
So I used it by my own like tablespoons. I had to figure out myself. It was crazy. So this vinaigrette, I have to make sure I don't burn the oil when I make it. So I have to put it in after when it's like a cool warm. With the meat, I have to cook it in the meat.
Gotcha.
It's crazy. And then the rice, I have to throw it in there late. So everything I have to kind of figure it out.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is amazing.
Thank you.
It's really good. And once you learn how to make infused fry bread,
I'm trying to figure
I think
it
you're
out.
onto something.
Literally, because
Trying to-
that's what I was
Telling
thinking
you.
too. Like, it's impossible damn near to do
Because I need
it.
to find a really good butter, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make it like too bakery style because it gets really like bread-like, not fry bread.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because I don't like the fried bread with the powdered milk in it. That's my opinion. I like regular fried bread.
Now have you used like some sort of beef broth base?
I make my own beef broth.
I mean, I'm just saying like get an infused beef.
Beef broth.
Oh cow! I cannot get that F out. I can't get the F out of here, man.
I think if I keep saying it the same way.
That beef broth.
That beef
Beef
broth.
Ralph. Beef
Yeah.
Ralph. Beef Ralph. Beef. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh my
Beef.
god.
Because that's how some of us these ladies they cheat. They put that base in
I didn't know that.
and they just throw it in. Boop boop. I was like,
Okay.
homie. I thought
You thought they made that from scratch?
I thought they. I was like, motherfucker.
That
Hell
was the
no.
sound of betrayal right there.
They said we gotta
Ah.
make up for the fact that we just boil this meat and don't even. Yeah, it's.
No, yeah, that's whenever you got it down bad or somebody got everything, you kind of gotta make do sometimes.
No, I try to make everything from scratch. I've worked at like restaurants for 10 years. I graduated from culinary school. I'm top of my class, so I try really hard. I try really hard, and I'm worried about health all the time too. What if I can make a gluten-free great fry bread? That's my goal. I want to make a really healthy fry bread. Because everybody doesn't know that fry bread's like survival food. I'm kind of mad at fry bread. That's why my final was like not fry bread, Digis cuisine.
So explain, like, what do you use to make this fry bread?
That one I just used whatever we got from Commods. I'll be honest, everything I use, everything I use mostly from Commods.
Are you a
like-
self-rising or are you a all-purpose?
Self-rising.
That's
New
what I mean.
school.
Like, what else? What else?
I mean, that's just how it goes.
What else
though.
in it?
This one is self-rising, a little bit of baking powder, salt, water.
And then you just make the dough and pop it in.
Well, you gotta let it proof for a while, give it some love, slap it, and then yeah, you gotta make sure you slap that.
Yeah, you slap that dough.
Slap that hoe, let it know what's up.
But this one, this one actually is a different fry bread recipe. I use, like I said, from that How Many Friends recipe book.
And the reason why she said the first one, because there's
There's 4 different fry bread recipes from different cooks from each district.
And it explains why they're all different too.
Yeah, and I thought that was really interesting. That's why I make a whole TikTok series, and people are liking it too, and they want to know more
This thing
recipes.
sucks to get almonds. Just saying. Just want some of these almonds. I want to try these nuts.
So wait, why is there a difference? Just a heads up.
I guess every cook has their own secret. Some have used powdered milk, some used warm water, some used cold water, and then I guess like sugar or no sugar.
No, I'm so.
Smallest little things in each one.
Holy crap.
Are they all cut
That's really
square?
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do what?
Are they all cut square?
See, I never cut square, but yeah, all of them are over here are cut square.
That's because of the crunchy corners. That's what.
They do.
It's
like
hard to
they
replicate
do
that
like
crunchy
the-
corner.
They do like that crunchy corners and shortening.
No.
Because everyone likes shortening too
What's
to
that?
give it that buttery
Here, pal.
flavor.
There you go, sir.
I noticed in almost every recipe they're shortening.
Yeah. Gotta get that good lard.
Yeah, everyone's got like.
That's one thing
I was like, all right, Indans, we gotta be healthy. It's alright.
Well, you can't help it, man. It's such an easy thing. I mean, not easy.
I mean, it's just what's given to
It's
them,
just
really.
it's a convenient thing to have. It's fry bread.
No, it was what was given to them, so we had to use. That's why I can appreciate the book. But,
Yeah, that's what Kamat food came from.
yeah.
But she's trying to basically break that social quo because what she calls indigenous cuisine is basically anything, even modern day like food that we can think of. We're basically replacing ingredients with ingredients that would have been here pre-colonialism.
Right.
So that's what she does. Is she does the actual research to make sure that everything that's inside this is something that would have been here for our
Right.
people. It's basically showing that
Yeah.
we could have adapted and made
And
awesome
made stuff
food.
like this. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So here it is, right here in
Yeah.
your face. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, because this is amazing.
yeah, so we do a lot more
And it's
than
infused.
right, and it's infused, so it's hella new age.
New age, but still.
That's the one thing I have to.
What
that
is
people
the
can
sweet I
argue.
just crunched into?
So that's a chili smoked almonds. So we like.
Oh, what else is in there? 'Cause I got the almond.
It's just like the little sugars that we kind of
Okay.
caramelize with the chili
Yeah.
powder.
Okay, that's really good.
So you can smoke them without actually putting them in the oven, just on the stovetop.
Try strawberry. It's really good.
Yeah, she had me over there just really going at
I
it.
was like, all right, come on, you gotta get up.
You're the sushi.
I don't like tomatoes at all, but I'm
He
gonna try.
was.
I'm gonna try this tomato just because it's infused. But I hate tomatoes, just so you know.
Just try. It's a cherry tomato. If you don't like it, I understand.
Honestly, that's why. I mean, I'm just
Not
saying
bad.
no with tomatoes.
Not
But
bad.
cherry tomatoes with
No.
me, they kind of do it for me because it's not as.
I can take that in a salad like that. I could never eat it by itself.
No, I can't.
Yeah,
eat
I
my
can never eat it
salad
by
either.
myself.
No, I have to make my
Go for
salads
it.
fun,
Go for
or I
it.
can't eat them.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
My
makes it
dad-
really colorful.
I try to make my food colorful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I love being healthy. It scares me.
I'm sure I've said it before, but my dad used to grow his own tomatoes, and he'd always sit them on the windowsill, and he'd just come home after work, grab one, rinse it off, salt, throw it on there, and just eat it like an apple. And I remember seeing that thinking, man, that looks so good. So I go up there and grab one, take a big bite, and bleh. And it's so bad.
That's me.
So bad. But
I
it
could
looked
not
so
do it.
good. It ruined me. It ruined it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. Yes, 100%. Was that a Ruby May?
So Ruby May.
Ooh, Ruby Mays are so good.
I
Oh my
was-
god, the entire room knows.
We know.
We all know. That's the infamous
This
Ruby
stuff
May.
is okay.
Yo, I haven't
mean,
tried this kind. I've only tried the ice water hash one. What is this one?
What's the strain called?
It's so tiny and mighty.
Ruby May's Bold. It just says flower distillate keef. That's it. Well, oh, here we go. Hibiscus Sunrise. It's a sativa.
Oh, that's a cute little name. Okay.
Yeah, right?
I like that. I like that.
Did
Did you want to try that fry bread with this?
Yeah.
It's actually really different.
Here's some toothpicks.
Awesome.
Oh, my man got the toothpick.
The fry bread with the vinaigrette. Oh shit, that's bomb.
That's what I was saying. So the fry bread with the vinaigrette.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Try it with the vinaigrette if you want. So this is it. We made
Like
it.
just dip it in, well, like not straight up in the bowl, but
Oh,
I want some of this vinaigrette too.
We can make it the dipping plate.
we should have had to do it. We could have had to do it.
could put a man on the moon, but I can't separate two paper towels.
Oh,
Oh, already kicking in.
The little ramekin.
All right, let's see what we got here, man.
yeah, and had to bring the vinaigrette in a red jar. You
I'm
know,
telling
red
you.
sacred color.
It's a
Yeah.
ramekin.
I know we totally broke circle code. We're supposed to go to the left, but I didn't want to bother you while you're getting your food ready. We're gonna go
That's
to the right.
hard.
But what you think? It's good in there.
It's
a
heavy.
hell in the deal.
Man. Homework.
I love that.
She said, I'm coming back. She said, I'm not done with you. Hold up.
It's like last time we recorded was smoking that shit from your was your cousin? Mm-hmm. Holy shit! Some infused pre-roll.
It's even producing its own resin.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this
Kills
is
you.
wet.
Yeah, Ruby Mays is the shit. Shout out Ruby Mays.
Yeah, shout out to Ruby Mays. I always love their products. What's the blue ones too?
Yeah, that's the ice water hash.
That
That's
sounds
really,
really
good. Yeah.
I got them for my birthday one time for $1.
Oh, yeah, that's some good shit.
I've been chasing cement shoes.
Cement.
I cannot find it anywhere anymore.
Cement shoes.
Yeah, it's from that. I think it's that company.
That's what you
I might
say.
be
When I
wrong.
used to work
Shit.
for Big
I
Buds,
know.
they used to have cement shoes off the ass. It seems like you can never like have enough of it. They kept on
Yep.
bringing more of it in.
With cement shoes.
But nowadays, I haven't seen it anywhere. I don't know if the grower
Is it
stopped.
a sativa or an indica or
I bought it a couple of months ago when
It's a
I
hybrid.
hybrid?
smoked it and watched that Reservation Dogs out in that Tulsa.
Were you there at the premiere at the Riverside, or did you go to the one on?
We went to the Broken Arrow.
Went to
Oh, yeah, we were there. Yeah.
the one at the.
I went to the casino when they had those first two
Yes.
showings.
That was
Yes.
so fun.
Yeah.
That was
That was
so
awesome.
fun. The audience was fun.
That was amazing.
Everybody
yes.
hooping.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I was just like, this is totally a res.
I like
totally
how
red
he
showing.
pointed out. He was like, "Damn, everyone's coming in late, all inventory."
Yes.
They were. Everyone's like
Everybody's
sneaking in
still
with their
piling
popcorn.
in. Yep. Oh,
He was like, we could already just been showing it already.
And like nobody would notice.
Yeah, exactly.
No one would notice.
Oh my god, that was such a fun night.
Oh yeah, that was a good.
And it was super cool. They had like the actors. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
there. That was
It was
Oh,
so
yeah.
funny is we parked right next to Stinjati.
Ooh. That's
What?
We didn't even know. I didn't know who he was at the time. I'm not afraid.
You
to
said
admit
he
it.
wasn't a star then?
I didn't know who he was yet, and then I heard the Res Dream song, and I'm like, "What is this? I really like this song." So I went and checked him out afterwards. But that night, we were walking, or he was walking ahead of me. And I was getting something out of the car, and some dude honks at him to get out of the way so he could park.
honks at Isaiah.
Honks at Isaiah to get out of the way, and he's like, fresh foot
Isaiah
hurting
was
and everything.
supposed to be on crutches.
He was supposed to be on crutches, and he wasn't.
And he brought them and wouldn't use them.
God,
Yeah.
Uncle. I don't need them crutches.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So,
thug.
by the time I got out of the car and was heading towards him, I see Stinjati walking right next to us with his wife. And I just look over and I'm like, oh, I just got cool tattoos.
No, here's what I-
remember thinking that.
Here's what I did to that guy that honked at me though. I had a cup full of
God.
cashew,
yeah.
cashew shells.
Because he parked there. He parked there and got out of his car after honking at him. That's how arrogant this
And
dude
then I waited till he walked up,
Oh my god.
and I started shaking that cup and going, change? Whiskey, you got change? You got change? And like that guy and his wife just started looking at me and they took off.
They didn't even wait for the elevator. They went straight to the stairs.
They went to the stairs. I
Damn.
just fucked with them like that. Like,
I
Alright,
can
honk
just
at
see
me.
you, too.
I'm
I can
gonna
just
scare
see
you,
you.
motherfuckers.
Let's see what happens.
Change? You got change, mister?
I can just see you two doing that
Yeah.
shit. They probably take the hell off.
Because I was throwing away that cashew, pistachios.
Pistachios.
They were
Yeah,
pistachio shells. I had a whole bunch of them. I was just shaking them. Ran that Ishtahe off. He was podgy.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Little Fiji-ish style.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Oh my
Put
god.
the ashtray over here, Isaiah.
I can go. I can
Sorry.
get a nash trick.
Yes,
I'm a
cinnamon
terrible.
toast crunch
I'm a
dust.
terrible host. Like,
What?
Wait, what?
What? Cinnamon. I didn't mean to. I found it.
She said if this is like out of a different dimension.
They got some really good like canned stuff or pickled stuff too, man. They had some pickled
Yeah, but
asparagus.
he shouldn't be eating that.
Cinnamon
I don't
toast
think he's
crunch
actually-
stuff.
That's probably for somebody else.
That's amazing.
But what would you use the dust for?
For toast, for cereal,
Toast,
for
yeah.
like
Oh, anything,
granola,
anything.
anything. There's no
But it's the sky's the limit with that thing. What are you talking about? You put that.
cake.
I'll put it on
Ice
pizza.
cream?
You know
So it's
what?
basically the
French
cinnamon.
fries.
It's basically like the
French
cinnamon
fries.
version of milk.
Yeah.
If you make that a recipe now, you gotta let me know.
Now I gotta make my own dust.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Isaiah,
Yes.
who's cinnamon toast crunch? Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon toast crunch dust.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Oh,
Cinnamon.
that's Mystico.
Oh yeah.
All this cereal? That's his.
Who's
so you're not.
That's my nephew. He's 7.
You're
I
not
think
eating,
I just heard the
And
name.
anytime he comes here, he don't eat any regular food. He just eats cereal.
they
So
call him Cubby.
Cubby,
Aw.
Wubs, Chubs.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
Now I'm glad I got that pot roast.
Yeah.
So today she called me. She was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm over here at Walmart getting my tire changed." And she was like,
You
well,
called me.
Oh yeah, I did call you.
What are you
My bad.
talking about?
And I was like, "Well, do I need anything for this?" She was like, "Meat." And I was like, "Meat?" I was like, "What kind of meat?" And she was just like, "I don't know, like a meat for a roast." I'm just like, well, "What's a meat for a roast?" Because I don't cook like that. I don't know shit like that.
I'm just not teaching him. He's
And I'm just like, all right. So she's like, just Google it, figure something out. So I'm like, all right, I got this.
Yeah.
So I walk in there and like Barnesville Walmart, they have like that meat produce like right there at the door. So I do go, hit it, go find it. The first thing I see is it literally says pot roast.
Yeah.
I was like grabbing it, going
Yep.
and everything like that. But she asked me to grab those cherry tomatoes. It did not even slip my mind. I was
cherry
in there
tomatoes
just,
and meat. And I was like, I
Literally
don't know,
cher-
figure it out. I was kidding.
literally. So I was in there trying to figure that shit out, and I completely forgot the cherry tomatoes. I was in there just trying to go.
I do
Freaking the
that
hell
shit
out, like,
all
oh
the
hell no.
time.
Because I have the social anxiety thing. I can't go into Walmart, so I hate that shit.
I can't go to Walmart without headphones in anymore.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's
if
the
I had
fact that I
headphones
can-
in, I could drown out everybody. Apparently, I ran into somebody from work. I was grocery shopping for my house the other day, for my work house, and I just had headphones in, and I was just hitting my list, and I was just getting everything I needed to get out. And so one of my buddies, I see him today, he's like, "Yeah, man, I was yelling at you. What's up, Sasquatch? What's up, Bigfoot? Hey, Josh." And I just kept on going, and he's like, I thought I pissed you off. I was like, "No, man, I had headphones in. I couldn't hear you."
Should have done it when you don't have headphones and just walk off anyway.
Right?
Hey.
Just turn around, dude. Just turn around and walk away as he
At
tells
that
me
point,
that.
it's the best excuse to get away with everything.
I like using like shoulder, like shoulder steak and stuff for my meat gravy.
Yeah.
You can get it down. You get it that tender, not shredded. There's a fine line between shredded meat gravy and
Okay.
Yeah.
a whole piece. Like
In the book it says pot roast, like sort of roast. I'm like,
Oh, it did? Look at me. I got the right thing.
that's Quaker style then. Hey,
I can't remember whose name it is. It's got every cook.
It's just Quaker style.
that Quaker style that meat gravy. I'm just straight Catholic
Like
meat
I
gravy.
just
My whole
saw
life.
the book.
No, it's good.
But they all got short names.
There you go.
Yep. Do they fry it in shortening too?
Most, a little bit of shortening in the grease, yes. I think everyone agrees, like, yes, that's right. That's how you do it.
Yep, you got to.
They like that shortening.
Yep.
All right, Isaiah. We have to make a sponsorship ad for Anchor.
Anchor, you say?
Yes, sir.
What is this Anchor all about?
You want to make your own podcast?
Do I?
What you need to do is you need to go check out anchor.fm and sign up to make your own podcast. Let me guess. From the sound of your voice, you like fishing.
No,
What?
I just like to eat them.
Okay, well then you can make a whole podcast about all the different kinds of fish you ate. How about that? You enjoy that?
I wish I'll eat that fish.
Hey man, all right. Well, guess what? You can download the free Anchor app, or you can go to anchor.fm to get started today and make your own podcast, brother.
Mister, if I had a computer, I'd jump on Anchor. Yeehaw!
That's it. Is that,
Good
You
Lord.
can taste the difference
Is that that
in it, too,
vinaigrette
with
on
it
your
or
plate?
without
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Let me try a little bit of
Go
that.
ahead, try it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Like fried chicken.
Yeah, like you can really taste the difference in the two when somebody uses it and they don't.
I'm super high now.
Yeah. I'm really high, but I'm going to try this vinaigrette with this. Strawberry.
Holy shit, I realized we're just eating a cannabis meal and
And we're smoking too.
And
smoking. I took a dab
We've only
beforehand.
shared one pre-roll.
Well, Ruby Mays is all you need to do is just share one.
Well,
pre-roll.
Ruby May ain't just a normal pre-roll.
No, it's
Like,
not.
it's-
No, she's extra.
yeah. Oh yeah.
She's a whole lot of extra.
She sits up there and looks at all the other.
Good one.
She's
Respectfully.
She a dirty extra. That's look at
She
her.
extra.
Look at her.
Respectfully.
Got resin on her. So
You dirty extra. God. Poor Ruby.
And it.
these joints is extra.
It was really good. Holy hell. Yeah. Fried bread dip in the vinaigrette, that's the move right there. That's
Almost like a dessert.
holy shit. Yeah, it's really sweet. Like I don't think I could eat that after one. You want that
Should
piece?
say, what else did you bring?
You should turn that
forgot you
into
had
a dessert.
Yeah, for real. That is so good.
What about maple syrup?
Maple syrup is a big thing.
Can you do that?
Yeah. So I make for my final. I did what's it called a indigenous rice pudding. Most of it was maple syrup and it was a pistachio topping. But yeah, you used a lot of maple syrup, but we didn't have much sugar at all. We had like the perfect diet.
Sack and Foxes like dip their fry bread in like maple syrup and pecans.
Honey's not from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
Bees are from-
bees.
Bees aren't
You're
even
big.
from here.
That's why they're dying. They're not from here.
Yeah.
Ah,
That's my
The
theory.
ecosystem technically
you know
is
what?
trying to keep
I mean,
them
that
out
makes total
in a way.
sense. They're
Right?
not indigenous to.
To America, at least.
They're
right?
colonizers. They literally have colonies.
Yes.
They are the most colonist fucking animals on the
there.
Like all
planet.
these little petty
And
traps.
then they played it out to make it seem like they're the good guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, how dare you kill us?
We're pollinating them. We're just helping you out.
No, wasps are actually
No,
way
wasps
better.
are actually,
wasps
yeah.
are 10 times better pollinating than the honeybees.
My grandpa
I
would,
support the murder hornets. I'm just
my grandpa wouldn't let me kill wasps when I was a kid. When a wasp get in his house, he'd name it something and be like, "That's George, leave him alone." And he'd let him just fly around. I'm like, no.
No.
Like I'd go outside, like, fuck it, I'm going swimming.
We were hardcore like that. We were like giant Indians. We had wasps that pollinated.
We believe that spiders are ancestors.
We believe in the spiders are ancestors. We ate the
My
leanest
grandma
of
used
meat
to be
ever.
like that all the time because there used to be this spider that was always on the porch. I swear to you, it was the same species. So I feel like it's the generations of spiders. Literally, I kid you not.
Same spider.
It's the same
His
spider and
family.
its offspring.
Yeah, his family just keeps staying in the same spot.
So it's like, I don't know, like she used to always say, "That's your grandparents right there." I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "That's my grandparents maybe. Who knows that? That's our ancestor
That's
right there."
somebody
She's like,
else's
"Don't
right
smash it." I was just like, "Well, I'm like, look at it, it's all threatening as hell. It's one of the ones that was yellow, and you know how they like, shake their web
Yeah.
to let you know. So they're actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't know that till like later on down the life of my life. But as a kid, watching that thing shake its shit, I was sitting there thinking like, it's ready to fight me. You're like, what's up?
Yeah. You're like this web between us.
Right, this was web with me.
It's just web here. I kick your ass, I promise.
So yeah, me and the spider used to go round and round, and here it, like I said, to this day, because now my mom has this house.
Right.
So there it is. When you look out there, she even lets it stay there too. Like
Oh,
it's a whole generation of
You
spiders.
get a tattoo of that spider somewhere.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
she. Oh, I was gonna say, don't you have? She has the Osage spider.
Oh yeah, Isaiah was telling me about that.
That's awesome.
So she can join that group.
What group?
Oh,
I'm scared of them women. I ain't bringing them up.
God. Wait.
but could she?
I mean, I guess no, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a.
It's okay. So according to Osage Nation's tribal community and everything committee, they say that it's closed. It's a closed practice and it's dead.
Oh.
Because of the fact that the person who was able to bestow those tattoos would have been a clan priest of this certain clan.
Right.
And the last person to be able to do that has passed away. I'm good. That's too small. I don't do screens. Size matters in this aspect. But
I work with a lot less.
It's gonna hurt.
Right. But anyways, so the person who was able to do it, when he passed away, he didn't give that right to anybody else.
Right.
So because of that, you know, it's kind of a way.
Technically
But that tattoo itself is like embodiment of like a lot of different things
Right.
from like our old times and everything. You know, a lot of Osages don't like talking about our tribal tattoos because, let's face it, I mean, a lot of them are kind of have a colonized way of thinking because they represent more of a Catholic way of thinking than they do our old religion.
Right.
Some of them even say our old religion's evil. You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
you know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
whole different
Yeah.
conversation in itself.
Yeah.
It's the
exactly.
balance of the universe itself. Is the religion? I think that's what I thought.
That's what the whole Wakanda is supposed to embody. Because that tattoo is basically. You ever heard of the Snare of Life story?
I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Well, I rephrase it now to a Snare of Life philosophy is how I kind of call it. But
Okay.
basically, back in the day when that clan priest needed, like, you know, every clan has their animalistic symbol that embodies them. Well, they were looking for theirs. When he went out to go fast and everything and went out there, he basically came upon this gigantic web with a spider at the center of it. And
Right.
it basically told him, like, this web is everything that you think matters and all that's in this world, but your people and everything that our ceremony looks at is beyond this.
Right.
Because back in those times, we used to have this thing called Nohonjinka, the great seekers.
Okay.
What they used to see is beyond that snare of life. Everything that's beyond this material world kind of thing.
Right.
So whenever you went off and fasted and understood that knowledge and knew what the sacred war honors was, that's when you got that tattoo. So because of the fact that nobody really understands that anymore hardly, it's
Right.
completely a dead practice.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's
But when it was there, it was only women.
right. It's only,
Yeah.
it's only this daughter of the priest that got.
Yeah, I don't even talk about it. Like it's revered to me. I'm like I don't know about.
I mean, I'm too
I was-
spirited. I'm too
Yeah.
spirited, so I approach it at a different angle.
Yeah, I was like,
So being too spirited, I'll speak up on it real quick.
yeah,
What
man.
does that mean? Please explain that to me. What does that mean?
So two-spirited is basically the English term for a lot of like white men to understand what a lot of pre-colonialism sexual identities would have been.
Gotcha.
So the idea of it varies within every tribe.
Gotcha.
So that's where you get a lot of the misconstrued is what the identity of a two-spirit is. But in general, though, at its core, even though they all vary on what they could potentially mean, it all stems back to the idea of practicing your ceremony before colonialism got to it.
Right.
Because before colonialism, obviously colonialism brought the idea of two genders. There's a
Right.
man and there's a woman
Right.
based off your sexual organ. But before those times, as far as like what I go off of and what my tribes go off of, we used to believe that yes, there are two sexual organs, but that does not define the way your life is constructed.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
even now
I'm
you can,
following, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So whenever you as a male, you can still represent aspects of a woman. So whenever you did both, then they believe that you were two-spirited
Two-spirit,
because you
okay.
had both aspects of a man and a woman.
Okay.
So when that happened, I call it being ceremonially non-binary.
Right.
Because that means you can participate in ceremonies and practices that are both men and women because you know both of those aspects of living. See what I'm saying? Yeah, so, and then the only thing different to it is like a lot of people think that just because you're gay, that means you're two-spirited, but honestly, I think it, like I said, a lot of them overlap to knowing that old culture.
Right.
So yes, you could be gay, but I don't think that means that you're two-spirited.
Right.
And two-spirited means that
you can still be very just masculine.
Right. So I think being two-spirited is
Yeah.
more the fact that it transcends sexual and gender identity as a
Right.
whole,
Right.
because you identify with your ceremonial beliefs, and that's why you express your sexual identity the way that you do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't really identify as like really a male or a female. I just say I'm two-spirited anymore.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah, like it's just.
See, I was always told that two-spirited people are the bridge between man and woman. Like,
That's what I'm saying. They
like when something was going to go down or
See,
something.
that's where I've heard it from. So
Yeah, that's what I've always been told. Like
Yeah.
all my life. I mean,
yeah.
like the importance of two-spirited people because they're the
They
bridge.
believe that we used to have ceremonial like power to it, and back in the day, like even Osages used to have a word for it called mihogi. It meant guided by the moon because it was the father moon, it was father, son, and the mother moon.
Right.
So whenever he was guided by the moon, that meant that you represented those feminine
Right,
aspects and
right.
everything like that. While
Right.
the rest of the tribe, because that like that sign says, we follow that sun.
Right.
Those war honors is all in the name of that sun. So when you're honoring that sun by the way of being Wajaji in general,
Right.
then you're also guided by the moon. That means that you're representing both the divine masculinity and divine femininity at the same time. Like a lot of like indigenous people don't word it that way, but
Right, right.
honestly, you know what I mean. That's the best way to word it for colonizers to kind of
Just
understand it.
yeah.
That's the best way to make them
Yeah.
understand it.
So it's not the reservoir.
It's
You remember
not-
that?
Oh my
So
God.
you remember that guy? Oh my god!
Thomas who did that.
I used to
Idiot
look up to him low key
Thomas.
because I used to be a part of the Unity Council, so I used to go to all those Unity conferences and stuff. And I
Wait,
used
what's he talking about?
He said that some white lady told him that like the reason like so they did all kinds of chemical products in the reservoir and that can turn people some gays and some experience, and he was like,
Some-
don't drink the water on the res, it'll make you gay.
it'll make you
Oh
gay,
my
yeah.
God.
So he went off and made a
He
whole
was like,
lie.
two-spirit was never a thing, we never did that, and then we were like, no, you just lost everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, because I used to, like I said, I used to know him from Unity and everything. He used to be a major speaker for Unity. Like he was
Yeah.
in
He was
all
a
of
big
that.
native influencer.
He was a major influencer, and then went off and basically went off and said that two-spirited identity was never even a thing for colonialism. But there are several.
Yes, and we got cancer.
There are several examples of
Damn.
two-spirited identity
Denied.
existing.
Speaking of two-spirit,
I'm
two joints came out of two joints come out of this one.
Look at
Holy
it, manifested
That's
it.
all.
Yeah.
Blink.
And it's so cool you talking about animal spirit
You got
earlier
a line?
because for some reason today, I don't know why, but I was thinking about like what kind of animal would you be, you know, if you could. And I text you and I was like, I got a question for later. If you could be any animal, what would it be?
Be a bear.
That's exactly what I thought. But now I thought of it from a comedy angle. I want to be a hippo.
What?
Hippos are fucking mean as shit. They kill so many people, but when they shit, they go,
And they swirl.
and that tail just,
They're the assholes of the
yeah,
wild.
yeah, they just flick that everywhere, and they just go beat up everybody.
There's a video I
They
seen one
beat
time
up
of,
everybody
like,
on the Nile or wherever
hyenas
they're
literally
at.
jumping a gazelle, and they're like beating it up and everything.
Yeah.
And it jumps in the water trying to get away, and then damn it, this hippo didn't walk up and straight maul it.
Yes, they
Tear
are
it in half and
gnarly.
everything. They are mean.
I told you about them hippos. They not king of the jungle. They king
Wait,
of the river. They
like
king of the
both these
water.
motherfuckers up?
Oh, I'm just holding it for the aesthetic.
For the aesthetic of it.
I'm like Will Smith. I don't like it.
Yeah.
For the look, I don't like it.
But my animal,
Or
I told you many times, I'd come back as a mosquito.
Yeah.
I'd be a mosquito at a powwow.
This is-
I'd be
Oh,
flying.
man.
I'd be flying to people's ears, telling people lies. Like, hey, you know she's snagging your uncle. Like, this is it. They fly to somebody else. They selling meat pies $2 over
He's
there.
telling me puzzles.
they fly in them RVs,
Yeah.
really watching the scandalous shit go down.
I'd be-
Hey, she's snagging you right now.
I'd be flying. I'd be,
Right now.
right now, go get him.
and then when they try to hit me, they smack themselves. Like, oh,
Like, grandma's watching you.
yeah.
Grandma.
So yeah, I think a powwow mosquito would definitely be mine.
And it'd be sweet.
Yep.
I was just
Be
thinking that
really
would
sweet
be
for all them diabetics.
all the lemonades, funnel cakes, and like
But okay, literally, it'll be very
Isaiah, what
sweet
are we
blood.
smoking?
Oh, what is this?
The roof of my mouth.
Sugar
stinks so funny
cane.
right now. What is it?
Sugar cane from Kind Origin Cannabis.
That sounds a little sketch, but
Total terpenes.
Did you say kind or what?
What?
Kind what?
Kind Origin.
Origin.
What'd you say? Kind orgy?
That is not.
You don't ever go to the orgy kind. You gotta come in with an attitude.
No.
It's a very.
Just
very
never
polite-
remember that little word
It's a
of
very
advice.
polite orgy.
that's oddly specific.
Yeah.
Kind
I'll
orgies are
remember
very
that.
polite.
Never go in.
Do you want? May I? Can I? You wanna?
You don't say can I.
I don't care. You do it at a kind orgy.
And then you say, "Well, I don't know, can you?" And then it's a good lead on. So
Yeah,
yeah,
there you
can
go.
I?
Excuse me. What that mouth do?
Right. What that mouth do, good
What does
sir?
thy mouth do?
Good sir.
My lord, these titties are unequivocally fucking busting.
Busting.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cool band though. You'd be called. Man, holy shit! This meal is everything is kicking in.
We just lit another joint. Is this thing infused too?
No, it's just a
Just a regular.
just
No.
a kind. It's just a kind origin.
Just a kind
Did
orgy.
you bring the apples?
No,
Oh,
I
they
think,
were
I think it was
just
already
here.
here. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I brought this from work.
I was like, what's in the apples?
And she was like, "What you do to the apples?"
I work at Title VI now,
No,
and I do the cooking there.
We're not Snow White.
That's-
we don't poison.
It's pretty
apples.
fun. I like it a lot.
Great.
I know we don't syringe that shit.
Oh, that shit. I'm so sorry. It's over there. Thank you.
You know,
But think,
it's
you could core it and then do like a caramel that's infused and pour
We
in the
could.
middle, and then put some of that cinnamon toast crunch cinnamon on it, and
Wait,
bake it in the oven.
What in the holy hell are we talking about here? That sounds amazing. What?
when did we get that? Mona must have dropped that off here. Sneaking snacks over here.
Yours,
What?
Melinda.
the cinnamon.
No, that ain't mine. That's something One of the least for the kids here.
The
I don't
dust.
touch that shit.
That
Kids
dust.
know-
No, I'll eat all these
Hands
apples.
on that dust again.
I
On
know.
that,
Damn it, he's relapsed. He's back on that dust.
Back on that dust. Again.
pissing every 6 minutes. That's how much of the dust he's on.
Instead of snack crackle and popping right now.
I got brittle bones. I got the osteoporosis. Is it osteoporosis?
Osteoporosis. It was osteoporosis.
Osteoporogies. Eating all these little stuffed.
Oh, God. That's
Oh yeah, some. Wait, a potato. A potato's an
Osteoporosis.
indigenous.
No, sweet potatoes
Sweet potatoes are.
and
Love
squash.
sweet potatoes. And
But like not the ink. In Peru, don't they got like a million
They're like
breeds of potatoes?
smaller, and they're
True. Those kind of potatoes are.
Like, could you imagine breeding like 600 different kinds of fucking potatoes? Like, that's what fed the world. The potato
Yeah.
Yeah.
and the tomato. That's another indigenous, isn't it?
Tomatoes?
tomatoes. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
put the cherry tomatoes in here. Cherry tomatoes and beans.
For the call. Grace.
I don't even know where my phone is. I'm gonna put it somewhere.
I got a phone if you need it.
I was thinking,
You have
we get no
service?
service over here at all.
Yes, I got enough to make a phone call.
oh wait, this.
There's a home phone here? Oh.
No, there's the wire's already clipped. Like it happened in the storm.
Is
What?
your phone purple?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's his phone.
How many bucks?
I like it.
I'm a fight. I'm a fighting Indian.
Bro,
That's why.
You got to upgrade this
Who
phone.
you
my
need
dude.
to call?
Grace, I just can text her either way. It doesn't matter.
Oh, hi. But if you do, you gotta press speakerphone because that's the only way I can use the phone.
Oh, okay.
So
Man, I am so fucking high right now. Holy shit. I want more of that salad, but I'm trying to just.
I like
I'm trying
tore
to
it up.
gauge. It's all good. I'm trying to gauge.
I'll eat it.
that.
Pass me some of that salad.
No, it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Well, give me some. Let me get some of them tomatoes.
Do you
And
want some of these nuts to crunch on?
I was
Yes.
calling myself.
And then like, let me think. Oh, and there's still little bits of meat. I'm just kind of like,
Oh, yeah, I forgot
This
that.
thing is basically gone. I don't know if anybody wants this.
I'm good.
I'm
I
good.
say we put that out in the book.
Yes, sir, I will.
We just have a
Man.
whole thing down here in Grey Horse.
I'm glad you guys liked it. No matter how
This is
much-
amazing. This was so fucking good. Thank you guys for doing this. We're not done or anything. We're just. It sounds like we're wrapping up. We ain't wrapping up.
We're just.
In case I pass out. In case I pass out before we end the podcast, just so you know, I love the food. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Do you sell anything like this? Do you sell food at all? Like
Not yet. I want to do catering, but
Yeah?
I'm mostly doing online things.
yeah.
Yeah. So most of my TikToks and stuff, but I'm trying to get that on that native TV, Native American TV thing I saw, because I
Yeah.
know Nico and them. So I'm trying to get it. I'm like, come on, guys, please. I don't want to get on camera. But
You need a crew of fire guy. I'll throw down.
I heard you're a good cook too.
I'm pretty alright.
And we'll,
I wish I could get better.
We
yeah.
had his ribs.
Yeah.
I'll promote
Okay.
whatever you got. Like you let me know whatever you got going on. We'll throw it up and
Hell
we'll
yeah.
try to do whatever we can
You
to
see-
help because this is awesome.
Thank
What I've
you.
been trying to do
We
for
need to do something with this.
is try to get
Definitely.
this
Thank
flea
you.
market thing going on.
Oh
Because
yeah.
I've been trying to convince Congress to try to maybe invest in like a Osage owned flea market where we have. You ever been to Motherwood Market in Tulsa?
I've heard of it. I haven't been there. I always want to go there.
So the construct of it is so fucking cool. So they have like all these different like little mini restaurants that like pay to like get inside there. So they have like their own little mini sections.
Okay.
So you go in there and there's just all kinds of different things you can choose from to eat. And then they got a little bar and it's just like a really cool place just to hang
So is it
out.
like actual like meal sizes or like just sample
No,
sizes?
it's a real. They're
meals?
all real,
Oh,
genuine
cool.
restaurants. They got
Okay.
tables, everything.
Hell
It's
yeah.
genuine.
Hell yeah.
So what I was wanting to do is have it to where they have it kind of similar, where we can let like Osage-owned businesses around here, like because you know there's a lot of older women or older people that would totally set up like beadwork and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
if they just had the building.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if I gave them that to be able to like have them all be able to have a little medium, it'd be a little mini flea market for everybody. We'll also have like a little mini like hole in the wall for her to be able to have food just like this. You know what I mean? So that way we can kind of get like a
That's
little,
awesome.
yeah, kind of get a little indigenous thing going on. But I was wanting to see the day where like that same building
No,
kind of
I
contributes
have
to
two
like
kids. I have
getting
two
like an
kids I
Osage
should
owned
marry.
like recording studio,
But-
media studio,
Yes.
all those different things.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of everybody banking on the next like Zayvon Collins and you know sports around here.
Right.
You know, watching the next NFL player is a once in a lifetime thing.
Adorable.
It's been a minute since the last one.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a hot minute. So
Yeah.
I
Like the
don't-
70s or some shit. Maybe the 80s.
That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of us banking on that whole thing when realistically it's not going to take us anywhere as a community.
Right.
Because when they go to NFL, they don't ever care to put back in their community.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I want to be able to see. Because I remember Josie Talchi, she was the first ever trans woman to run for Osage Congress. And she made a statement all the time that was saying that she was making a call for the Osage Renaissance. Because she felt like the only way the Osages are going to be able to prosper in the future, long term, is if we value our culture, value our art, and value, you know, all these different things, because that's what's going to keep our culture alive.
Yeah.
You know, people know songs, people know music, people know how to make art. That's what's going to contribute to long-term goals and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you know, and another thing too is like the U.S. government bases our sovereignty as a nation off of our three things really: politics, land.
Hold on,
claims,
I can't. We got to do one or the other.
I'm
Cause
so sorry.
You're good.
So sorry. Yeah, it's picking up everybody right now, having all different conversations.
That's why Isaiah won't let me.
that's why I kick her out. You gotta get just get out.
Oh, I don't want to cut you all off.
It gets hard when we
just
have
gonna get to
multiple
the
people
point.
because everybody wants to tell
So,
us.
but they had a death in the family, so like he cut his hair. So he's in second grade, and he came by and gave me a hug today, and I'm like, "Are you gonna grow your hair back out?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "Isaiah, or not Isaiah."
Hold on, I'm listening because I don't know.
I know, hold
Got
on.
some baby mamas up in Pocket City. It's like, well, they old. How old are they? No, kindergarten. Impossible. I was married. I was a good guy
We're talking
then.
about kids.
Yeah, I was like,
All right, I'm done.
She said, "All right, sorry."
so anyway, this.
Do we know where we're
Flea
talking?
Yeah, I was talking about the restaurant, flea market, bazaar, Congress.
Oh yeah, so the whole sovereignty thing. So Congress usually bases everything off of politics, land claims, and culture. So without those three things, then we'll lose our sovereignty. So that's why I always have like a small issue with Osage or California Osages as they call it, because if realistically, Well, because realistically, if we have like thousands upon thousands of Osage members, but not a single one of them can speak Osage,
Right.
then we'll lose our sovereignty and we'll lose all these benefits that we have.
Right.
That's why I'm always really critical of Congress about the way that they set up their votes, because I'm like, most of our population is outside of the state.
Yeah.
Meaning most of those votes are from people that, quite frankly, don't know what it's like to live on these reservations.
Yeah.
Everybody in this room does.
Yeah.
I love the immersion school.
I do
I'm gonna
too.
straight up say that because that's like
I like the idea too.
that's like my sister looks at it as paying for a private school. Like,
Right.
shoot, I'll attend some. I'll go to language
It's a
class.
great private school for our kids.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
great
I
opportunity.
love the idea.
I would have loved to be in that if I was a kid.
And it's
Oh,
a nice
yeah.
little school. I'll pick up my nieces and nephews sometimes.
Why can't our language be counted as like one of the credits?
And that's why I was
It should
always
be.
so jealous
It
of
should be
Pawhuska
always.
District, because Pawhuska actually taught Osage language. My
I was
high
part of
school
it.
didn't do that.
I was part of the first Osage class in high school, and
I
I
was
did
a
it for
liberal
3 years.
We had Miss Penn back in 2001.
That's
Oh
taught
man,
Osage language.
it was like kind of like a Dangerous Minds thing because like she came in through some unruly Indian guys. And we kind of ran her off. Like, who would she bring? Prentice?
God, the one that burnt the house down, Prentice?
No, the old man Prentice.
That ain't helping.
Anyway, he's just come in and just sit and listen and just put in Levi Garrett and chill out. Like, but we had Miss Penn.
Huh. Dang.
Yeah, and then she got ran off because
Like Prentice that's related to Kim Freeman and all them?
he's an old man. What was it? They might not even his name Prentice.
He might fuck his name up.
Now I'm so high, I can't remember old names anymore. I gotta.
No, we found out you put the almonds in this vinaigrette too, and it's just as good.
That's like a super infused thing because the almonds are super infused.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
That's why I'm here. I've been crunching on this shit.
They
Like,
are. They are.
Dude,
I've just
fucking,
been like eating my.
they're just so good.
Because the vinaigrette has it.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Happy ride. I know, bye bye.
I love that. That's my okay.
But it just feels nice. You don't
It's
like.
so good.
It doesn't-
Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yes.
Great movie. But honestly, I love Hot Tub Time Machine Part 2 so
I never
much
watched it.
more
I
because
agree, it's hilarious.
oh my god. Okay, they take out the main character from the first. I always forget his name.
John Cusack.
John Cusack. Yeah, Cusack. They take him out. He shows up in the extras.
Don't tell him.
Sorry, my bad. Anyways, it's a great fucking movie. But there's one scene where somebody comes up and they go, it's like drugs. So they're in the future. And they're offering these people drugs at like a bar. And he's like, what do you want? Or she goes, what do you want? He's like, I'll take the butterfly. It's a little sticker. pops it on his neck. And she's like, okay, well, good luck. And walks away. And he's like, well, what did I just get? The guy goes, oh shit. That's like, and he starts naming off all this stuff. And he's like, nah, I don't know. Well, he goes, you're not gonna like this.
Did you just
Fuck,
give me
fuck.
this? Or did...
yeah, I gave it to you.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Are we lit up another one?
I'll let up another one.
All right, fuck it.
Because they're tiny. They're like half
It's
points.
toke signals.
Toad signals.
that.
I mean,
We don't know when to stop on toke signals. We
No.
just keep-
I think I'm an abuser.
That's why we
We abuse Mary Jane
Yeah.
around here.
Slap around, shake her. I say, how you doing? No, that's terrible.
But then I think one of my
I would
all-time
pay
favorite
money
like drug
if we
movies
could
would
get
have to
the
be
rest
Fear and Loathing in Las
if you
Vegas.
want to.
Yeah.
As one of my
With
top.
Johnny
Yeah.
Depp, that's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
We're in Bat Country. I literally say it all the time because my dad's name's Bat. So,
They're good. I'll write down
so
the
whenever I
recipe.
come back in Osage County, I'd be like, we're in Bat Country.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Go to Red Rock too. You're still in back country.
Oh yeah!
Ah.
But yeah, that's one of my all-time favorites because I love that little scene whenever he's like tripping out and seeing all those guys as like lizards and shit.
Yes.
He's like, fucking lizard people everywhere.
Oh shit.
Don't fucking hope. No fault of mine.
Yes.
What? Like what the hell?
And some of the shit he'd say on that was like, some of it was really deep. You really knew what he was talking about, and most people was like, that just sounded like.
I didn't get a lot of it when I first watched it because I watched
didn't
it when I
either.
was young. Like I don't know how young you were, but I was probably like 16, 17 when I watched it. But I didn't get a lot of the references.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Fear and Loathing.
When you?
Oh,
How
yeah,
old were
I
you when you
showed
first
you.
watched it?
I was like 9 years old. My mom showed me all kinds of crazy movies, especially like Jacob's Ladder when I was 8. I was like, Jesus.
Whoa, that's
How old
fucked
was
No,
up.
I was young. I was
God.
young. My mom, we'll call it, she had me when she was 18, so it's not
Okay.
her fault. So
I was like, I had my kid when I was 7.
She about Melinda's age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Makes
I
sense.
can't do the math. I'm
Makes
old.
sense.
But yeah, if anyone shows 18, then
Yeah.
yeah.
Train spotting for me is, oh man.
That's a good
Oh
one.
shit.
I don't remember that movie at all. I remember the baby on the ceiling.
Yeah,
That's all I
how could
remember.
you forget the baby?
That's exactly. I don't like
Wait,
it.
wait.
Everyone-
Motherfuckers did forget about the baby. Oh shit.
Training and reservation dogs.
What? Train spotting?
That one.
Yeah,
Train spotting,
Sorry.
Training.
Training. You mean training?
I'm training reservation dogs as we speak.
The
said Mabel.
little dog right here. It's an
Yep.
attack
What
dog.
about
Little cat dog over there.
Little cat dog.
oh my god, Jim Carrey, he plays in it where he goes into his mind and tries to to make it disappear. It's like no shite.
Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that one's crazy.
I never watched that one. I don't know why. I kind of forgot about it. And then every time I remember it, I'm like, I need to watch that. But now I gotta pay for it, and I really don't want to pay
Man.
for it.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for the
My Aunt Kim traumatized me with that movie that was like The Fourth Kind.
Oh,
God, that's
my
scary
god,
too.
that's the first movie that I've ever had to pause and be like, "Is this shit for real?" Like I know
It's real.
Like, I want to know it's. I know it's fake.
real.
It's all
But
real.
it's real. But this
What,
is fake.
even them
but
filming-
It's real.
No, there's real footage. They have real footage.
but here's the
Her
thing,
back.
though. I deep dived this shit, and that shit's all made up.
No, are you serious?
Yes, that never happened.
I swear.
Swear to God, it never happened. It's all made up.
Because I
You
wanted to
go to
Alaska.
unless,
Oh, good.
unless it's covered up.
Oh, good. I'm
It could be
glad that
covered
didn't
up, but We don't
happen.
know because
You're
I
like,
hope
hold on.
it never happened. God forbid that was a terrifying movie. Whenever that mouth stretched out, I paused.
And it's
it.
like, I am God. I was like,
Yeah.
oh no.
Nope.
I used to
Look.
get chills from that. Like every time I watch that to this day,
Yes.
I will get chills when it says it's God. Like,
I ripped it
Hold
off the
up.
internet. So the first time I watched it was on my computer with headphones at night, and nobody was in my house. It was just me, and as soon, I had to pause it.
You just wanted to scare yourself.
15, 20. Yeah.
I watched it out.
here I was, a little kid. My
There's a
kid was
whole
off.
mixture of how to
She used
scare
to-
yourself at home.
Her signature drink. Her signature drink to this day is what I drink it. It's Crown Apple and cranberry juice.
Is
She'd
it?
have it in the tiniest little bitty deal, and she'd sit there and be watching that movie, just smoking her cigarette, drinking. She look at it, come over and watch this with me, and I'd be sitting there just watching it, just
Scared to death.
yeah, like literally sitting there looking at her like, are you about to do that? Like, literally. And then I was just like this young kid, so I had my own room and everything, and down the hall was my grandma. One night, I swear to you, I still don't know about this night, but the alarm went off by itself.
Yeah.
And there was a legit owl, like, you know,
Yeah.
that noise that
Yeah,
they make
yeah.
and everything. That's
Mhm.
all I kept on hearing that night. And then the alarm went off. Then I went in there to go get her, and she was just like, looking at me like all dead space, and I just got done watching this movie. I was like, girl, if you start calling yourself God, I'm about to sock you. Like, don't you do it. Don't
Yeah.
you do it. She's like, don't do what? And I was like, oh.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
We're good. We're good. We're good.
We're good. But yeah, but the way she was just looking at me all blank, like, what's going on? But yeah, that whole entire night just freaked me out.
Yeah.
That movie. Forever.
I watched that movie in Indian camp, hanging out at a buddy's house, and at the time he had sand fleas, and so I never really got it. I was like,
Sand fleas.
yeah, like
Wait,
Sand
Oh,
fleas.
what's
that-
Indian camp?
oh, it's a little bit. It's like this. wait. How does one answer what is Indian
What
camp?
Like sleepaway camp.
It's
It's like Grey Horse, but it's in
we are
Boston.
right now. We are in Indian camp.
Okay.
Yeah, it
I thought
So-
you were like at camp.
No, it's a
Boys.
Puska's got there's just stuff
They
with
should
Indian
have
camp.
I'm not gonna lie. Just for a split second, I thought that too.
No.
And I know better.
I never thought about how
I know
crazy
better.
that sounded.
But for a split
But to
second,
us, that's what's crazy too. Because I'll say that too sometimes. When I used to live in Oklahoma City, and like
Yeah.
people, and especially when I say like "but," "a," "esha,"
yeah.
"and it," all that shit, they'd be like,
They're like, what are you
What?
saying? What?
"What's that?" And when I said like, "I'm from Indian camp. I'm from Res," they're like, "What the fuck is that? What's a Res kid?"
Oh,
Like
that's crazy.
literally, and I'm just like,
yeah.
it's just it is what it is.
I
you
said,
know?
oh, fucking. I was like,
I do it all the time when I like accidentally bump into somebody in public. Oh, my bad. Oh.
I hate that. I hate
So-
doing that.
Are they going to raffle off that old gigantic TV that was in Waking Iron up in that corner? That bingo.
I don't know.
That bingo.
Wait, go back. So sand fleas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was at Manili. When Manili lived there, he had sand fleas at the time. I was like,
are
don't
they?
play. What?
What are they? Like, are they like these? Is that like the legit name? So if I Google
Yeah.
Yeah, sand
There's
fleas.
fleas
Google
in the
sand
sand.
fleas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's sand fleas.
I'm about to
They're
Google
gnarly
the hell
little
out of
shits.
these.
Yeah, and then when they get a hold of you, like, oh man, I gotta go. I gotta
Yeah.
go. Like, I can't watch this movie anymore.
Mole crabs?
No, seriously, what the hell are mole crabs?
I don't know. That's what I looked up. Sand fleas and it popped up mole crabs.
Okay.
What?
I thought sand fleas was a bad name.
Holy cow! Those. I thought they were like little fleas.
I was about to say, yeah, the ones that's not what I saw.
Well,
That's all
no,
we're
seriously,
little-
guys,
little-
hold on.
Wait a minute.
Might have been lying. Someone said this motherfucker don't
Is
have.
that-
I'm like, that's in the ground.
He just had fleas then, I think.
I think you
Just
just had the double B's. I can't even talk about them because they make me itch. I don't even
Yeah,
like.
you kind of got me itching.
God wish. I hate to say it, but I wish DDT
Okay.
we could still use it
I
because of
feel
this.
sorry for whoever who just Googled that with me and
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
what a mole crab is. That's
Ugh. I can't unsee that.
Frightening.
But yeah, Indian Camp is a village just the same as this. I think it's like a 160-acre village or something. It's
I mean, it varies.
Have some sacred ground, have
Yeah.
some housings, have some like mini
So did
parks
you ever
or
get to
something.
go to camp?
No.
what do you mean, like actual camp?
Yeah.
Yes, I,
church
did.
Camps.
Yeah.
We had ironically, we had a drug drug and alcohol prevention summer camp
What?
back in 1990.
Wait.
Back in
Kids?
Nice.
yes, back in 1995.
Shit, I signed my life away to Dare.
Oh,
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I took the pledge.
For a Snicker bar. Hold up. For a Snicker bar and some Pepsi.
Yeah.
There was a puppet. There was a puppet talking about STDs, singing "Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all ho."
What?
AIDS is not for me, you know.
What?
I was the Indian guy doing it.
I know, I was like, you did it!
Yeah, he said, "Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all ho."
Pizza?
AIDS is not for me, you know.
But take this pizza
Yeah.
Yep.
and drink this Pepsi.
Yeah, he was a puppeteer and he came and did a show for us at camp.
What camp was this?
It was in Osage Hills outside of Bartlesville.
I went to regular camp.
And like that's where I met like a whole bunch of people in Fairfax.
I was like,
Oh, they only had it 1 year. For a reason.
We only have one.
I was
So there was at one time.
I was quote unquote
Indian
plaguing the minds of young Christian boys.
As a young
at church camp.
as a young man, I regret doing this, but
Jesus.
I was teasing some Osage girl and she said something else and like out of reaction I just went psh, like just went psh,
Slapped her?
like barely just went psh. She
Slapped
goes,
her?
Wait, was this like last month? Or
no, this is like when I was like 11 years old
Okay.
or 12. She said something else. I just went psh. She went oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Like,
Would you do that to your sisters?
oh yeah,
That's probably, it was probably just instinct.
yeah.
Remember when you popped that person?
I would chop my sisters on the collarbone.
I got a story for being
Hold
here.
Yeah.
Hold up. Remember when you popped that person in the shin?
Yep, I remember. I kick a motherfucker in the shin.
This person wouldn't leave him alone. Like kept bothering, like legit bothering him. And he was like, "Hey, get away from me, or I'm gonna kick you in the shin. Leave me alone." And you were wearing some like steel toe boots or something.
I was wearing some
or
like
just some boots. Yeah, you had some
I had
boots
some boots on.
And,
Oh yeah, take it, man.
kept happening. Turned around, bop, and just like kicked him in the shin. Because, oh, I can't believe you kicked me in the shin. Like, I told you.
I warned
leave me
you
alone.
for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Get away from me, or
Leave
I'm
me
going to
alone.
kick you in the shin.
and he didn't listen.
Playground rules.
What's up?
Straight up.
It is playground
Yeah.
rules. Throw dirt on me, I throw dirt on you.
Well, I mean, if you go below the knee, it's not like a lethal thing.
No, it's
Yeah,
not. It's like, a, it's a warning.
That shit
Yeah.
sure didn't feel good. I guarantee it.
Like ankle biting.
He was red.
But
It
like,
works.
so I always hear all these stories about Isaiah having like this kind of temper, and like I don't see.
Well, I don't drink anymore.
Exactly,
It's
yeah,
obvious.
that's what I mean.
Actually,
My
I
man
noticed
don't
since I was a
drink.
kid.
Yeah.
You were crazy back then.
I was
You're cool now.
I was crazy.
You're cool
Yeah,
now.
I-
He's just
I
cool
will
now.
admit,
Yeah. He
I was
He
crazy.
was cool crazy though. He was.
Yeah,
He was.
exactly,
He was.
yeah.
He was.
Obviously, I lived with the guy for a while, so
I mean,
I
he's
just
like,
know super chill, like nicest guy.
No, it was like.
Nah, I had a different
This-
temperament then.
yeah,
It was
this is
kinda-
a whole evolution.
But even when I first met him 10 years ago,
Well, he probably got his good side then. He
Yeah,
liked you.
that's exactly what.
Yeah,
Well,
you have to make sure you get on his good side. He's not a bad guy.
yeah.
Well, you're my homie's wife. I mean, I gotta.
Yeah, you're my homie's wife. Yeah, you gotta be nice.
What's
We get along anyway. too.
Yes, I know, but
Which that is.
I
true.
wish Scott would be number 1, and I would be back to number 2 where I belong.
A long time I
accept it and
ranked
move on.
Josh's friends. I didn't rank them. That's not true. But you know how of all of your spouse's friends, there's some that you really, really like, and there's some that kind of get on
But
your
what's
nerves.
funny though, is the ones she really, really likes were the ones that I introduced last because they're the ones that are the craziest. I thought she's not gonna like these guys probably.
So is he that one? Because like, there's
no,
he's
he
like,
was
No,
never
I-
that one. He was always just that.
No,
That's my
he's
brother.
always
Like,
been
that's
the
always
number-
family. That's never been like that.
Number 1. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone was going to hang out,
If you
anyone's
gotta
going to
rank 'em,
come
I
over.
guess.
If you gotta rank him.
so he would be your number.
But I didn't want to be number 1 because you gotta live up to number
Like,
1
there's
shit.
just
I want to be
like-
number
He
2.
says it's too much pressure.
Who is number two?
I said I wanted so I could be a shit. I want to be number 2. That's why.
When we bought our new house, house, and we were moving in, he helped us move in,
Yeah.
and he crashed the U-Haul into the house, not into the whole house.
This is the drainage.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
First day, man.
First day we were there. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna pull this up a little bit." Like, all right, you pulled it up. And you're, oh shit!
I
The
got
top of
lighter.
that shit just hit it. Here you go.
And he was still number 1.
I'm not gonna toss that bitch.
I don't know why I thought it was
I'm in no way in shape or
Said
form.
who's number 2 or
Yeah.
who is number
Yeah.
two.
There's this TikTok trend where it's like that one friend and it's like this audio. It's like, why are you in my house? And it's got like their best friend next to him. It's like, I want waffle fries.
No, we're gonna be like that because we're cousins. Now we live together. Whoever ends up with us, we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like, it don't matter. It don't
yeah.
matter now.
Yeah.
Whoever it is in the future, if
You're
you're
getting,
being
you're
JoJo.
getting, yeah, exactly.
I
You're
know.
dealing with both. You get a
us.
pair.
My ex
Yeah.
didn't like him, and that's already failed marriage. I'm sorry, my dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm about to take him outside and curse off him.
almost did.
I feel like that's Isaiah. Like he can crash on the couch. I mean, he can. Do
Oh
it.
yeah, he can just show up at my house at any time he wants. It doesn't matter, any time of day or night.
I used to literally just walk in her house. She's like, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, this shit, he won't ever just walk in, and I tell him like, why do you knock on
I
my
know.
door?
Well,
I know.
But I get it. I understand
At
why
your
he
best
knocks.
friend's house.
Yes.
But I told
knock.
him. I told him it's
because of
Weird.
vampire.
because you're a vampire.
I don't know.
Vampire has to be
be invited
invited
in.
Oh
in.
my god.
I
You
don't
don't
know.
invite him to vampire.
Well, I grew up literally in Homini's Indian Village, and like
Invite
where I
her for
grew up,
some
like
tea.
everybody had their
Yes.
door open, and I could just go in and out. So I was always so used to just going.
I grew up in Albuquerque.
No,
I
you're
grew
good.
up
I
in
didn't
DC, and I grew up like, hey, can I come in? Like, I grew up
Yeah.
a lot of like siblings, and my mom especially was like, don't go in my room. So, like always, like I knock. I can't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know.
There you go, sir.
Oh, isn't that adorable?
Okay.
Look at that. I could put 2 fingers there.
Care for some tea, Amy?
Just a little bit.
Well, that's just
Not a
cute,
lot.
Isaiah.
I keep getting lower and lower. Just trying to I
That's
like it.
because you have tiny hands.
I know you
Care for some tea?
Aw.
Yes, please.
These are normal
Isaiah doesn't have
as
tiny
glasses.
These are not normal sized glasses, my dude. If I could hold it with 2
Man, my
fingers.
sister got these. I don't know who. I don't.
They're normal for her. Maybe
Somebody
not-
got Junior Whopper
They
Junior
fit.
Whopper
They
hands.
do fit.
They fit perfect.
You got Junior Whopper hands.
Look,
These little bitty hands.
Little bitty hands.
look at
I'm eager to see
Oh.
how JoJo's hands.
Yeah, check this out.
Oh, I got big hands.
That's what I'm
There you
saying.
go.
It's probably gonna fit.
Look
I
at
got
that.
big hands. Like,
Let me
It's
see.
ridiculous.
no, it doesn't fit 3. I gotta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, appreciate it.
No, I
Why
have
you
big
fit 3?
hands.
There you go. I told. I forgot who Oh, it was Devin. Shout out Lord Devin Pollard from the Let's Get Weird podcast. He was trying to eat something. He said he's like, it's just too big for my mouth. He got a Junior Whopper mouth.
Big mouth.
What that Junior Whopper mouth do?
That's what you talk about.
I got a buddy who's got Junior Whopper hands. You got Junior Whopper mouth. Like, fuck you, man. I love you, Devin.
Dang it.
But you got Junior Whopper mouth.
Hell no, I got caught fucking meat pie feet on the set of The Killer of the Flower Moon.
God. We wear moccasins.
No, I was okay. So like, I was an Osage background. Like that's what my whole thing. Like anytime they needed to stand in, that's who I was.
Right.
So I had this normal outfit though, where they gave me these bunk ass fucking boots that looked like fucking clown shoes, and they were just huge as shit.
Yeah.
So the reason why they gave it to me is they're like, "How wide is your feet?" And I was just like, I mean. Like any other Osage, I got wider feet.
Right.
Doesn't mean they're flat though. Anyways, this bitch is gonna be like, well, here's for flat-footed people, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm looking at it, and it's got the biggest fucking heel. This heel had to be 6 inches in a boot, and a male boot,
Oh my
with
God.
a little fucking like the toe like came up, like you know how like clown shoes.
Yeah.
Yes,
It came up
yes.
like that, and it was an
Hell no.
old leather shoe, and everybody kept on looking at it.
Fancy.
Literally, so everybody kept on looking at it because it would have been. That's what they said it was fancy back in those times. But shout out to James Whitecloud. He came up to me on set and he looks at those shoes. He goes, "What's up, meat pie feet?" I was just like, man, fuck you.
I went ghost hunting with that guy a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we went on, me, him, and Jeremy Goodvoice. We went on about them shoes and how they look for like at least 30 minutes on set while we're waiting.
That's
And all
hilarious.
these native women were just cracking up. And I was like, man, y'all are assholes. I got bunions. What do you mean? That's why these things are that big.
Hell yeah.
We were just going on about it.
Aw, Josh, you
God.
have meat pie feet.
So look like some.
Can't help it.
Can't help it, man.
What Chad Tohei said one time.
We'll
he
never
said,
be drafted. That's the only.
Nope.
Never got support
They
in
don't want
USA's
me. They don't
agenda.
want me at all. I got a terrible
Same.
back, horrible feet, bad knees.
Tore ACL,
Shoulder goes out
flat-footed.
whenever the rain comes in. Let's fucking go. I'm not going
Looks
to
like
war.
Tessie
sorry.
baked you some feet.
Yeah, we just get some-
That's what Chad Tohei said one time. He said, "Dang, dang, look like Tessie baked you some feet." He's talking about meat pie feet. I was like, God, dang,
Who was it that you were telling me about? Was it your aunt that was saying like she was making somebody's moccasins? They're like, dang, somebody's got a big foot, and she was like, this is my sister's.
Oh my god.
And then they're like, oh my bad. Well, at least it wasn't your foot. Like we're the same size.
Yeah, we're the same size. We're all like 9, 10.
Yeah, like so.
No, this was the worst thing. This is the worst story. So my sister and I went to my friend's house, and my sister was like, "Hey, I need to go take a shower." She like dropped her shoes off by the door, put her like keys and cigarettes by the door, and then jumped in the shower. Her friend's boyfriend came over, and he's like really jealous and weird. He was like, "Hey, who else do you got in the house?" She was like, "Just me and my friends." He's like, "No." He's like, "No, you got a man in the house." And we're like, "What are you talking about? There's no man in the house." He's like, "No, whose size 10s and cigarettes is that? I know you got a man in this house." And we're like, "Those are our shoes. Stop!"
God damn.
That's him, Osage women.
Yeah, my aunt's got bigger feet than I do.
Really? Yes. Yes.
I was like, dang it.
I can't help it.
But what cracks me up is me and her are like the
fast
same
as hell.
size and like our waist. So
Right.
one time I was wearing her little booty shorts, and I was like, they fit.
I have little bitty legs.
I was just like, this is how you know I'm Osage as hell. I'm top heavy as fuck, but I ain't got no butt, ain't got no hips. I'm just tiny at the bottom. I was just like, dang it, I could figure shit.
So we're shaped like buffalo, all skinny and
I know. We're shaped
little
like buffalo.
shoulders.
Always leaning forward.
Always leaning forward.
Always needed for.
They're strong.
Yelling all the time.
And they're
Like,
nocturnal. Buffaloes are nocturnal.
Yo.
so I was like, damn, walk around in her booty shorts. I was like, let me try on your ribbon dress one day. So I did, and it fit. I was like, dang it.
I was like, give my clothes.
Oh.
Yeah, that's that Osage woman.
Just be hands with
Like I said, if I
Man, that's
if I had my
a head
sister's
shake right
hands,
there.
I'd be in
Holy
the
shit.
NFL. Like,
I know, I kind of woke up.
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
like this.
Like my whole head just went. And now I'm awake. I'm back.
Yeah.
This caffeine, I'm like, okay, there we go.
So have you went and done any more comedy?
I haven't. I thought it was Wednesday. I was like, crap.
Dang it.
Forgot.
No, you went, right? No.
No,
No.
I don't know what I was doing.
Okay.
I didn't tell. I only told one person other than Josh. And
I was
like,
gonna say, I think it was last minute that we got the message that you said.
Right,
that you were
yeah.
I was like, don't tell anyone.
She told the whole group chat.
That's exactly why I'm not. That's why I'm not trying to go with you right now. Just like I'm going to sign you up.
It was a race. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
It was a
like,
race between.
I just don't think I'm ready to do it yet, honestly.
I would do it.
What? Leave the chat.
Oh no! Oh no! Holy
It was.
shit!
It's gonna be one of us.
Okay.
We were wondering, like, I was like, is he
chat.
mad at us?
Yes.
No.
No. I just don't like group chats. Like, it just,
I get it.
I mute them and I just forget about it.
I beat you to the door first.
Whenever he left the group chat, remember me and you was like, is he mad at
Right.
us?
Like, okay.
I just don't like group chats.
Yeah, exactly. I just don't like group chats.
No.
I've left my
No.
own family's group chat. You make you think I'm gonna.
No, I understand.
I do. I
I've
try
left
to
two
get
other
in.
friend groups
I do
other
pop
than
in
you.
every now and then just to catch up and see what you guys are talking about, you know. And then I'm like, oh,
Because
like,
sometimes they do
oh,
be
like
talking
the-
about some really cool stuff. like-
That's actually how I found out about Bunky, and I didn't know about any of that until I read it on the
man.
chat, and that is just horrible. I don't want to go that direction, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's why I kind of stayed. But I'm not gonna lie, I was about to leave the group because, like I said, I just don't like group chats.
I don't blame you.
And I'm literally about to hit the button to go to leave group, and I see Isaiah Lassie left the group. And I'm like, you motherfucker!
Like, now I can't.
No, assholes. Like, oh look, Isaiah and Josh just taking off like that. What the fuck? Now,
I
no, I'm
want
gonna
to.
stick around and be like, he just doesn't like,
Damn, Isaiah.
he just
said
don't
fuck
like group
you.
text. I guess I don't know.
I already left the Snapchat.
Well, here's-
group, so I had to stick with the
Here's what
message.
happened. I was at work, and we have bing bong, bing bong.
Mute the shit.
Bing bong. Well, hold on. I didn't know. I didn't.
I know. Sorry.
And I kept hearing this dinging from work, and I kept hearing a bunch of pop, 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 bing, bing, bing on the phone. I was like, I can't mute my phone because for work reasons. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
And so I kept hearing beeping and beeping. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'll turn this shit
That was the
off.
day you quit work.
Yep. No, it wasn't there.
Oh.
Work. That was
I
like
thought that was the day you
almost like a
Wow, I
month
left the
before.
group track. Group track.
Group chat.
I quit. I leave. I know when to leave. Yeah, but anyway, I beat him. I knew he was gonna be one of us.
It's like, damn it. All right. Well, I'm glad I stuck around though, because I mean, you guys do, talk about a lot of cool shit in there. So, anyways, not to bring up our group chat.
Does anyone post cats yet?
No.
No,
Nobody
nobody
posted.
Oh, I thought there were gonna be more pet pics. I was like, oh great, there gonna be people posting their dog shit.
No, that was that one day.
I know.
He's talking about that time they were talking about those posting their dogs, watching Rez dogs. I was like, cool.
I forgot all about that.
I was
I
like,
didn't even
cool.
know that. I really don't care about the group chat either. I already left the Snapchat group, so I have to stick with the Messenger.
I know. I don't use Snapchat at
I love
all.
Snapchat.
I don't.
I have a subscription. If anyone
Yeah.
wants to subscribe to me, I have a lot of subscriptions. Little Indian girl, just saying.
Oh, that's a cute name.
Thank you. I get
Man.
everything.
We found out.
Way better than mine. Mine's your STD.
It is not.
It is.
Dead. I'm being serious. So whenever-
Snapchat.
that's my Snapchat name.
Oh.
Yeah, like at your STD, like all one word, lowercase. So the reason why,
Like that.
the reason why, let me explain, because it's a whole funny story, and it actually gets me a lot of men. So let's talk
There
about
you
this. So it used to be my gamer tag on Xbox. So
Okay.
on Call of Duty, when I killed somebody, it'd
It said
say your STD
STDs.
killed you.
I respect that.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
All right.
for the longest time, but then Xbox, I guess, changed their policy on what's
Yeah.
offensive within that time frame. So one day I get an email talking about, like, they even sent me a refund, is what cracked me up, because I had like a whole recurring subscription thing going on, and they sent me back my whole $100. Was like, you gotta change your name, we're taking down your account. So I had to make a whole new account and everything.
Oh my
I
god.
was just like, no hard feelings. I got, like, whole
Yeah,
Snapchat
I did it
activist.
all. Yeah.
Because at first I was thinking about, like, because like uploading that footage and everything and having everything as a thing, because
Right.
it would have been a well-known joke at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then they changed it, so
My buddy.
here I am with a cringy Snapchat name.
I love it. I think it's hilarious.
So when I meet somebody new, they're like, "What's your Snap name?" Oh, your STD. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not a good.
But it is a conversation starter.
it means you're gonna get hooked, or you're gonna. I don't know.
Be like,
I'm trying to flip this for you somehow.
I always tell them I'm not infectious. I was just a cringy teen. Literally. But
Wow. Your STD.
That's
From
what
the
I'm saying.
HIV. No.
I'm
I
I'm the product of not going to that camp.
Poor Hominy got that.
Yeah, poor Hominy got this out there. Village.
Yeah, he got the Hominy Indian Village. It was just,
We
that's the
wilded.
best. Ah.
And we got Everett.
Yeah.
Mr. King won himself. Oh, this dog
HIV.
really wants to play with me.
Mabes.
Is that her name, Mabel?
Oh, Mabel.
Mabel? Your name?
That's Fat Baby.
That's Fat Baby, really.
Okay, Fat Baby is what I'm gonna call you. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're wasted. What?
And you got to see the Res dog.
Oh yeah,
that's,
I
that's-
see him every year
Oh,
during
do
Great
you?
Wars. Oh yeah, he goes
Yeah.
through everywhere.
He's the only one that
He's
probably
our-
doesn't have to do the leash law.
He's our
CNN
mascot.
Vegas.
Yeah, like he there's
Like, you know, like
He's
this
the Res
blind.
Devil.
Like who wants to
Because he's
hurt
the blind
dog?
Res Dog, so he's the Res Devil.
the Res Devil, love it.
Like the Marvel character.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
I
we
was
made him
wrong.
like our mascot. Well, he is blind.
that's why I was like, how can he like tell where he's at? That's why I always wondered
blind.
that.
He sniffs around. He just
Yeah.
knows.
That's why I was just like, because that's
This
why I was
guy's
like.
little.
Yeah.
One year
Little
during
ass.
June, he was out there like right around
Right.
like the edge of where like you go in to
I think
go
it's over
start
there, it's right
dancing.
there on the edge of the
Right.
table. Yep.
Oh, that's a
Anyways,
lighter.
he was like
Torch.
he was just sitting like
Careful.
right there at like the edge of where you go in to start dancing.
Yeah.
And I was like, look at him. I was like, he's probably got heightened sense. He's probably about to start dancing and everything on beat. Watch, and he's just sitting there just looking stoic.
He does too.
he puts his nose all up in the air
Yeah.
looking stoic. I'm just like, okay, get it.
That's hilarious. That'd be hilarious if he started dancing.
Wow. No.